realize the beginning of every podcast is just me sitting here until you sit down.
Because you're the fucking star of the show. What are you talking about?
He does nothing.
He's the good-looking one.
Unbelievable.
He's the good-looking one.
He's a piece of shit is what he is. He does no work. He does no work around here. He just talks shit to us all day.
I'm just here for the free ride, basically.
Yeah, scumbag. Kid plays guitar good. He thinks he's fucking the next Jimi Hendrix.
We also do use his house.
Yeah, we do use his
I
house.
got that going for
That
me.
is a...
I do got that.
He gives us the main infrastructure to the corner of the room.
I bought the fucking things.
He did buy these bricks. He bought the bricks that are we installed these bricks. They're real bricks.
$2.
$2 a brick.
No, $1 a brick.
$1 a brick.
Well, no, $1 each
Per
fucking-
brick? That's a lot of dollars.
We
That was
installed,
a
these
lot
are
of
real
bricks,
bricks.
man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They're real bricks. They're $1 brick. Don't listen.
We are
to
not hiding drugs behind
them.
there.
Divide drugs by there.
Don't ask.
Heroin.
But we're back.
We're here. We're having a good time, you know. Drinking out of a water bottle. Probably gonna get up to make
Looks
another
like
drink.
tea a little bit. Or
Does look
pee.
like tea.
No, it looks like I took a piss in the
Yeah,
fucking
you look
bottle.
like you're drinking piss. You're drinking like...
No, he's
water
drinking
down.
piss.
Yeah,
He's
y'all are
drinking
drinking
piss.
piss out here.
Ginger ale and a little bit of Jack.
So I was gonna say we
Motherfuckers...
should have the bottle and the thing ready, but
I'm
Is
gonna
it
grab
be
it. I'm
recorded?
gonna grab it.
Yeah, go grab it.
Motherfuckers...
The Jack is in the freezer,
Okay.
and the ginger ale is in the fridge.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna have to make another drink halfway through.
Well, you're gonna have all the ingredients.
Will I call
right
out of
in
work
front of
tomorrow? Who knows?
Devin's uncle, if you're listening.
I'm
you.
sorry.
You didn't hear that.
I love you. Oh, there's too much stuff on this table.
Nah, it's good.
It's
Good.
alright for now.
Show him it.
Decoration.
We'll show him it.
Maybe they'll sponsor us one day.
Show
Become
them open
alcoholics.
around here.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta do this.
You don't
doing a
gotta
belly
do that.
shirt though. I'm doing a belly shirt the whole podcast. Thank you. He's got a fucking elastic for me.
That was not planned at all.
My band-aid's falling off. Cut my hand on a car hood today, boys. It's a lot. It's a rough life out here.
All right, what are we talking about?
So,
today?
I have a scenario for you.
Okay.
How much fun could you have with... Okay, say like you had... It's severe nerve damage, but only in your bowel area. So all your bowels and your asshole are completely numb. So you just let them go. Like, I'm talking about like real wet ones. You're just letting go shits, farts. You're letting everything go, and you don't know when it's coming or if it's gonna happen. You nothing until it's in your pants. Like you just.
I would probably just incorporate my life around the toilet.
I knew a little girl when I was younger.
Oh, where's this going?
No, it's not good. It's not going anywhere good, folks.
I knew a little girl.
When I went to a daycare that's actually down the street from this little place we're recording in, and I knew a girl who was raped by her father when she was like 2,
Jesus
like
Christ.
only a couple years old. She had to wear a diaper, and kids used to make fun of her. It was awful.
What?
And I,
my
well, like kids
Christ.
would make fun of her, like. And
ass turn.
here's the thing: we
What?
were like
Where
set,
did we just go?
exactly. We were
I
like
like it. Keep going.
We were like 7 or 8, and I'm sitting here like, and we were like kids were making like knew that she was raped, and like for some reason we knew what that was. We knew a lot of stuff down over at this little daycare down the street. We would try to jump up and sexually assault the. We were trying to jump up and sexually assault the fucking counselor. Like she'd be standing there.
Was she hot?
Oh, Miss Jessica. I'd still fuck you,
And-
even if you were ugly now.
And how old were you at the time?
8.
I wanted to molest my preschool teacher. She was beautiful. Oh my god.
So like 4-year-old
And-
Jay Rizzo
and her
just
name
was
was-
like,
it was
let me
like-
get that.
It was her name and her first name, so it was Miss Missy. Tell me that's not kind of.
Oh my god!
And you're
bro.
kind of like 4, and you're like, that's a sexy name.
You're like Miss
4,
Missy. I'm gonna come in the back of your
Yeah.
throat, bitch.
She was hot. She was hot as fuck. She gave us a kiss on the cheek when we graduated. Kids, preschool and kindergarten.
Miss Jessica, first name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird how they do that. And all of a sudden you're in first grade. No, my last name.
And you're like,
fucking
oh, you
piece of
old
shit.
bitch. These
Yeah.
young hot chicks have been
Yeah,
raising me my
right?
whole life.
My first grade teacher was kind of hot too.
We had an Asian chick, Miss Jen. I got a real thing
So-
for Asians lately.
Hold on the last episode, we we were talking about how
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. You brought up the theory that maybe that the janitor at the high school became a pedophile because he had just been around 12-year-olds for so long. He was just like, damn, they're
Yeah,
getting
that's
kind of
like that,
sexy. Do you think Miss Jessica or Miss Missy, after a while, was like, damn, these 8-year-olds look kind of fucking good right now.
Miss Jessica.
Let me touch your little penis.
Miss
Miss
Jessica
boys."
did not want us to kiss her at all. She would scream at the top of her lungs, and we would just come here, bitch, give me a kiss. We graduated with Christian and Dante. They know. They it was
do.
me and them two, and
Oh my
a few other
God.
people. There was a few other people involved. Yeah, no, she was tortured. That poor lady. She was so fucking hot though. She was a little thick too, so we were like, oh, all right, Miss Jessica,
Mhm.
work them fucking donks, kid. But here's the thing, we had a fucking in-ground pool in the back, 6 feet deep, and all the counselors would go swimming with us and shit. And but the girls had to wear one pieces, which honestly, ladies, I don't know if you think you're covering anything up, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I
Still
enjoy a good
you still
one
look
piece.
good in the one piece.
I
A
enjoy
good one piece. You know what I
Mhm.
like about a good one piece?
You can still feel the
It's-
pussy through it.
Oh my god. I was gonna say it's classy, you sick fuck.
It is classy. It reminds me of a simpler time, like the 40s.
It's classy, but you can still feel the pussy through it.
Even like somewhere in the 40s or the 50s, they were like, you know what? Fuck covering this right here. Fuck
My
that.
belly.
I want to show this.
That's the theme of this episode. That's why I'm showing my belly today.
Well, full circle.
I'll
Yeah.
pimp him out for an hourly fee
yeah.
to be a belly dancer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you too.
They're real bricks.
What?
They're real bricks.
They're real bricks.
I knew
Sometimes
that.
bricks
Shit.
fall. Sometimes
Yeah,
bricks,
bricks.
fall.
What goes up must come down.
No,
motherfucker.
keep it. By the
No,
end of
no,
this
no.
episode, I hope the whole set's down.
It's just on fire by the end of the episode.
The Eric Andre show where he just destroys it and then they just piece it back together.
Progressively, it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah. Oh man. So, I had like this is kind of like more on a ooh, that was-
Ooh,
that
heads
was
up,
good,
baby.
that was good. So like this might go a little deep now. Do you think, like our generation especially, because well maybe like a couple years older than us, they were like the ones that were between the ages of like 8 and 12 have like a weird PTSD from 9/11 because think about it, they were all in public schools and they all turned on the radio, the TV, and on the TV you were watching people jump off the building like
Yeah.
it's like,
Like if you were in
people
middle
dying.
school
Yeah,
when
you were
that
watching
happened, yeah.
people
Thanks,
dying.
George Bush. Thanks a lot.
But do you think like that gives like a generation a weird anxiety, like especially about like planes and shit like that, and then like
If you think about it, it gave the older generations anxiety about it.
I think it'll give
One,
this.
though.
It'll give us the same PTSD we're gonna have about getting sick in the future now, because the whole COVID thing.
true.
Well,
True.
Like about another
like what
pandemic.
what we
Yeah.
saw earlier at the store, the older brother, like these are both little kids. I was pumping gas, and I could see him through the crack in the gas, and it was this mother, this maybe 5-year-old boy, and like a 2-year-old boy who could just barely just walk. You know, he's standing up, he's walking by himself, but he's like 2. You know, he's
Yeah,
just,
Jared was like,
Yeah.
he
Moving
can't.
walkie.
He almost can't walk yet.
It's
Good.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
yeah, scoop him up, put him in my backyard. No, but like the older brother was helping the little brother put on like his mask before they went to the store, and I was like, that's wholesome as fuck. But I always think about when I see kids with masks and shit, like, wow, what?
Why
are they-
did
what
you
are they
say to me
thinking?
when you got in the car, those kids are sexy as fuck? He said that to me.
I told you not to tell anybody.
I have audio recording of it.
He said, I'm getting that Mr. Perry syndrome.
After talking about it last week.
I've only set this podcast up with you guys for video and audio evidence against both of you. I'm wearing a wire.
Incriminate it. You don't need to wear a wire. There's wires right there.
Actually, in our TV show, Beefy plays a cop, so it fits along perfectly. He's been actually just telling the truth the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time I'm
Breaking the
actually
fourth
on
wall.
terrorist watch.
Mm.
You two are the terrorists.
My band. I've been
Watching you, kid.
I've been terrorizing a lot of people for a long time.
I like your hat, kid. Where'd you get that?
What hat is it?
Animal.
Oh, this is
That's
Josh
cool.
Zazowski's hat that he left in my house.
I don't like it anymore. No, I'm
Mine
just
now.
kidding.
I actually hate it because
I like it. It's
I didn't
cool.
realize I had it on. I hate this hat because I feel like it's like a douchebag statement. Like I'm walking around like I'm an animal.
You are an animal, though.
That's the only thought I have walking around with this hat. I'm like, these people probably think I'm a jackass.
You're an animal, though. You're a
I'm
wild
a-
fucking savage.
Kid, look at it. Belly's out, baby. Belly's out.
Yeah.
Um,
I was with you. Want to know how I know you're an animal? When you puked at the Vanna show in the bathroom with one shoe on.
Kid, I skipped into the bathroom so elegantly, and then halfway through, I'm halfway to the toilet.
You stage dived.
All right, so what happened was they said everyone stormed the stage, so I hopped on stage with the girl in front of me, thinking, okay, we're storming the stage.
I'm about to fuck this chick.
I turn around, and no one is on the stage with me except me and the band at this point.
Was it Lions?
Yeah, it was Lions. I
shout
met
out.
them at Warped Tour a few years later. I said, "Yeah, the
Shout
first."
out local band.
Yeah, I said, "Yeah, the first band I ever staged
good.
over at," and they didn't give me the match. They didn't match my energy at all. Like they weren't excited I was a fan. So fuck Lions. They suck. Not a good band. But yeah, I stage dove and I started getting this real bad hot rush to it, and I was just like, I haven't eaten anything, I haven't drinking no water, and then I lost my shoe in the fucking when I was stage diving. Haley actually saw it. Our friend Haley saw it go down, saw it get stuck under someone's foot, pushed them and grabbed the shoe. Savage.
That's
But
very savage.
I'm skipping to the bathroom with no shoe on. I get halfway into the bathroom and it's just wet, and I'm like,
pissed everywhere.
I'm
yeah.
like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Put my sock down. I'm like, I'm walking in it. I start just not even puking, just dry heaving into the toilet, just and I just hear this guy go, and I didn't even close the stall door. I didn't close the stall door. I didn't have the energy. I just and this guy goes, "Yo, dude, you good?" I said, "Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get it out." And he said, "I know what you mean, dog." Best 30 seconds of my life.
That was the best concert I've ever been to in my entire life.
They were really good live.
That-
Man, you do a fantastic job
That
live.
small show, and the fact that it was the first show of their fair.
What did they open up
of
with?
their
They opened with
farewell tour.
Toxic.
Pretender.
Yeah, banger song.
Everything about that show, because there's like a seance to that show where Davey, he's like, you know how he stops it and he gives like his speech kind of thing, and it's like, and the guitar player is playing those fucking dissonant chords,
Yeah.
like, and
Wait,
it's
pause
just
real quick.
crazy. Yeah.
Pause real quick.
Well, fuck yourself, you fucking cocksucker.
Should I stop recording beef and start recording again?
No.
Alright.
Yours goes for 29. As long as the memory card's not.
Full, yeah.
Whatever's easier to edit.
So,
That's what I was asking.
can I talk about how my favorite
No.
memory of the last 7 days has been when we walked into the bathroom at that flea market? So we went to a flea market. Don't judge us. I was not buying federal amounts of PCP off a nice Czechoslovakian
Although
couple.
they did have it.
They sell nice marble dolls. Go check them out.
doing it.
I was.
Don't let him lie to you.
But that's besides the point. When we walked in the bathroom, we had to piss. As soon as we walked in, just the most official Hershey squirt noise I had ever heard.
And we sandwiched this guy. You were pissing in the urinal. There was only one urinal, and I was pissing in the stall next to the guy. And all you hear is,
You know what the best part about that was, though? So before that, we're across on the other side of the building,
not
walking
that
down.
far to be.
Not that
It's
far.
not that far. Just
But-
because I know what you're gonna say.
I know. It's
And I
all
want to
the
make
way.
the point. It's not that far.
Hold on, we'll tell them
Yeah,
that after
okay,
though, because
okay.
I think it hits way harder later. So they're on the other. We're on the other side of the building, and
Right.
we're at this vendor, and Jared goes, "Hey, where's the bathroom?" Because he got to take a piss. And the guy looks at us and just for solid 5 seconds of silence looks at us and goes, "All the way on the other side."
Like it was like we're about to go on.
Like we were gonna go on a journey to
the
Narnia.
three wise men were.
Yeah.
The journey, you know.
Dude, we're about to go see Baby Christ. That's how bad Jared's got to take a piss. And
But he makes it sound like we're about to go on this like 30-minute.
like a Lord of the Rings, like
Yeah.
like it's gonna be 3 movies worth walking through this fucking.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 3
The look
seasons
on-
on Dragon Ball Z's worth of adventuring just
It
to
was-
get.
You better
there.
go through the Tournament of Power.
It was
Yeah.
mainly the
Yeah.
look on his face.
You gotta
that was-
you gotta
yeah.
summon Shenron twice.
But he looks at us and he says, "All
He was
the
shaking his head. He
way."
was like, "You don't even know what you're in for right now."
Yeah, he's like, that was the best part. Was he's shaking his head, and go all the way on the other side, And we're like, oh my, I'm like, we're laughing. Like, we're laughing as we're walking away. And I'm like, you know that guy has been halfway and just pissed himself all the way down, shit his pants, like, full to the britches, kid. The britches are full. And he's just sitting there like, it's just all PTSD replaying in his head as the question was being asked.
Plus, he's a larger gentleman, so it's not as easy for him to walk.
No, this guy
carrying around a lot more weight, if you know what I'm saying.
He looked like he most likely
has been in that situation before.
Yeah, convinced Trump to enter office himself. Like that's what that kind of American he looks like.
Yeah. He looks like outside of the flea market, he wears a Trump shirt. And MAGA hat, sorry.
And that was the best part, was going to that flea market and I saw one Biden thing for sale. I saw one Biden hat.
I don't think I saw one Biden thing. I saw at least 3 Trump stands, not items. The whole stand was dedicated.
No, I saw that.
I saw at least 3 of strictly Trump stuff.
We didn't even bring that up, I feel like, when we were all together there.
I think Jared said something. He said, he was just like, oh, maybe I want he was like, this is a good spot for rednecks or something like that. Yeah, and I was like, a whole lot of Trump stuff, but
dude, God, spit dip.
Yeah, right. Yep. One lady, she was selling Black Lives Matter masks right next to Trump masks. She was making money off everybody.
She was like, I'm contradicting myself, and I don't give a fuck.
Me and Tyler B were talking about that. Being a real gangster businessman is owning your fucking side and the competitor side. Mm-hmm. Like we live in a country where you can own Walmart and you can also own Target. Mm-hmm. You know, if you really wanted to, you could own Walmart and you could own Target. So it's like whatever the competitor, you're still making the fucking money because you know people want a choice.
Still making Gitas, right. Kid.
That's crazy. But yeah, selling the BLM and the Trump, like, you know what? You like this shit? We got it.
Should have put like a little wall up, just sell it, separate it.
Or like a Trump mask and like a Viva La Mexico mask or some shit.
I have a message. I have a message to all the people who watched the debate last night. What is it? If you alright, listen. Trump is a fucking retard. I get it.
Your son is a cokehead.
But your son
is a cokehead.
Your son's a cokehead. Now, I get Trump's a retard. We need to get him out of office, and I'm not even supposed to use that word, but he's retarded.
Not your dead son. You're got a lot of money,
though. But if you're going to seriously sit there and say that Biden murdered that debate last night, I'm going to come kill your firstborn. For President Trump himself.
That was treacherous to
watch. Think if you genuinely believe in America and like an idea of the land of the free, if you watch that debate, you just shook your head in shame that this is what it's come to. These two candidates.
See, I've accepted that in the last election, like when it was Trump and Clinton was spazzing out on stage. And
Clinton's a straight
like
idiot.
You know, like that shit was crazy. I've already accepted the fact that we live in a reality game show, like a reality show, game show, masquerade type.
We need a Jamie right now because I want to pull up the clip so bad and have it shown like right over there of Trump going, when she's like, thank God Trump's not in charge of the laws, and he's like, yeah, because you'd be in jail. That is the best clip of all time. He times it so well.
Say what you want about Trump. I am the dumbest person when it comes to politics. I don't follow it. I don't give a shit. But especially after the debate, watching the debate last night, I like Trump in the way where he is just like
the best,
such an oddball, fucking wild card.
He is the funniest American that's ever existed. He really is.
Fucking hilarious, dude. As far as
if you were a comedian, he would be number one.
Yes,
dude. All these comedians are saying
wrong field.
He's the top tier comedian.
Yeah,
all these comedians. I listen to
the look he gives with his.
If he pulled up in comedy, to be like Andrew Dice, who Trump in this bitch.
Yo, no, honestly though, did you see the alpha moves? He was just out alpha and Joe at every body movement. Like at the end of the debate, Biden staring forward with his Biden staring forward was with his wife. Like when Melania comes up and Joe's wife, whatever the fuck her name is, they come up on stage. Biden's just staring at the crowd, staring ahead, and Trump is just deadlocked on him, just like, you son of a bitch.
Did you hear like the young dudes in the crowd? They were like, yeah, Trump.
No, you know who that was? Who was that? That was Colby Covington, a UFC fighter.
What?
Yeah, he does. Trump.
Really?
Colby Covington won his fight against Tyron Woodley, and Tyron Woodley's a black guy. Colby Covington's a white guy.
And no one's arguing with that motherfucker in the
But
crowd. No
but
way.
they were trying to make
Not in person.
they were
Nope.
trying to make the Tyron Woodley fight and the Colby
would've.
fight like a race war type thing, like a white versus black thing, because of the whole BLM and everything. And Colby, like, he plays like he's like a wrestling heel. Like, he knows that he's a heel and the crowd doesn't like him, so he plays into it super strong. That's his
So
character.
is that why he specifically went there and tried to play the fucking
He always plays the
antagonist?
Trump card. He plays that "Make America
Wow.
Great Again." But I think he actually is a Trump supporter.
He's that much of it. Well, yeah, he must be.
He-
but it must tie in well to a heel position. Yeah.
Dude, he won the fight against Tyron Woodley. I think it was a 5th round TKO. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, Joe Rogan. Don't spin kick me in the head, even though you're not listening to this. But he wins the fight. He's sitting in the fucking in the press conference after they're talking to him. He gets a phone call.
Who?
Picks up
this
this
guy.
guy Colby Covington picks up the phone call. Is this Colby Covington? This is the president for Colby Covington. Donald Trump called him. Dude, I hope you all just caught Jared's face live. Because he just did last second and just done mind ball. Oh my god. Dude, so he picks up, like, and he's like, yes, this is Colby. And he's like, Colby, tremendous job. You did a tremendous job out there. And he's like, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much. When I shook your hand at the rally last Saturday, you put the energy of the dragon into me. And I went and knocked this guy out with the dragon fist. The energy of the dragon.
Yeah, when I was watching the debates last night, this motherfucker Trump, I forget what he was talking about. I really forget what he was talking about. But there was one point where he literally was going off on a rant, and he goes, phenomenal.
Yes.
He goes, phenomenal. He drew the line with his fucking shit. He goes, phenomenal. And I immediately thought of your fucking Good Evening America, and I was like, dude, that just made me realize that Devin did such an amazing impression of Trump for the character, because you got all of his ridiculous
Here's the thing, though.
mannerisms, his
Here's the
body
thing.
language, like,
Here's the wait,
That was
real quick
so
before
funny.
I fix what you just said. What I do like what I did when I was like those children. Those young children, like, that is the most Trump thing in the world. Reiterate what you're saying and add an adjective in.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But hold on.
Those were the real candidates. I just had to add, I had to fix what Jared said. Those were the real Trump and Biden. That was the first debate.
I was there. I met both of them. Trump gave me $50. He said I look cute. He gave me his phone number. I'm not going to call him.
Also, real quick about the debates before we get off the subject, nothing was better. My friend Turcotte, if you listen to this, shout out Colin Turcotte from, I'm not even gonna give the place where he lives, but he's in the National Guard's for pussies. I love you, Turcotte, but he was going off. He goes, I'll cry if Trump pulls the mask out. And 5 minutes later, Trump goes, I always carry my mask on me. And pulls it out. And he was like, but we're all social distancing. Everyone here's been tested. I was like, this guy is the most gangster American.
and then Biden's wife comes up with a mask. Everybody on, yeah, you know what I mean?
Shut the fuck up.
That shit was crazy.
Biden pandered that whole debate.
And what I thought was weird, did you see the people come up to the podiums after it was over, and they took away the fucking whatever was there? The one on Biden's side was wearing a mask, and the one on Trump's side was not wearing a mask.
So, can I ask a
I
question?
thought that was weird symbolism.
Was
in
a
way.
single solid economic plan brought up by either one of them?
No, they brought up taxes and everything.
But those motherfuckers were...
Here's
that was ridiculous.
Here's the thing. I'll give them this. They brought up the taxes.
No, but, okay, did anybody provide, like, solid plan
Yeah, Joe
information?
Biden
Had,
semi did.
Okay.
He kind of described his tax plan, and Trump said, so it's the new Green Deal, which doesn't work. The new Green Deal does not work. And then
as
Biden
far
said,
as electronic
no.
vehicles, the emissions and shit.
Yeah. And Biden was basically like, no, the Green Deal doesn't work. The Green Deal works.
I heard about
the
that.
Green Deal doesn't
He's
work,
like,
and I'm
"We're gonna
not
build-
using it.
We're going to build 500,000 charging stations around the fucking country. And Tyler made a great point when I was watching. He's like, who's paying for that?
Yes!
They're paying for that.
Exactly. They could.
500,000. He's like, how the fuck are you going to do that? Huh?
And every person who's
A
like
lot
who
of fucking money.
was sucking.
500,000 across the country.
Listen up.
That's
Listen up.
great, whatever, but like, we're paying for it.
Listen up. Trump. Idiot.
Also, hold on, pause.
Yeah.
You're taking political advice from someone who's pouring Jack Daniels in a water bottle right now.
don't
Don't
take this
quote
to
us.
heart.
Yeah, don't take it to heart.
I'm an idiot. But I forgot what I was even gonna say. That's how bad you
Okay.
shouldn't listen to me.
So here's what I wanted to bring up though. The best thing, like the best like UFC like thing that had to do with Trump ever was, I can't remember his name, but he was like a big dude. He was a black dude, and he fought a Russian dude, and he knocked the dude out. What's his name?
I know what it is. It's Derek Lewis.
Yeah, Mr. My balls was hot.
Yeah.
He goes, Trump called me before the fight. He said, I gotta knock this Russian motherfucker out. So I had to knock this Russian motherfucker out.
Yeah. Derek Lewis is mad funny. His Instagram's hilarious. He posts pictures of people, like, almost dying. Like, getting into, like, horrible accidents and almost dying. And then his caption is just, he okay.
That's it.
He's okay.
He okay.
And then people will be like, I remember one time someone commented, they were like, this is awful for you to show or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll restart mine. He's like, I checked, he was like, someone was like, that's awful that you posted this or whatever, someone got severely hurt, and he was like, nah, I know him, he's okay. I literally lost
Wait,
it.
can we do like a cut so I can just piss real quick?
You just go piss.
Nah, just go piss, dog.
Alright.
Me and Beef got it.
dog.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking.
Let me drive the boat.
me
Free
get-
Yak. While we're on the subject, free Kodak. That man,
What? Wait, what?
Kodak, he's
Kodak's
been in jail
been-
for a grip.
I didn't
What do
know
you
that
mean
shit.
he's
I'm out of
been
the
in
loop.
jail? Free
I'm out of
Yak.
the loop with your fucking culture
Free-
guy.
We're under
Yeah.
a rock right now. That's where Jared lives. His apartment is
Basically.
living under a rock.
You have you guys know
I pay
Patrick
attention
Star.
to fucking.
Patrick Starr knows you maybe. Maybe I can offer you a little bit of something on the side. You're like, you know,
sniff
something
good.
different.
I like cocaine. I like the way it smells.
It's ketamine.
Let's do.
Medical purposes only.
So we have a friend that now I'll say it. So one time Doug asked me, just like this kid Doug that we used to hang out with. He's still a cool guy. Actually, I love Doug. He messaged me the other day, said we gotta hang out soon. Shout out Doug. Doug's a cool guy. But the funniest question Doug ever asked me was we were sitting on the porch smoking weed at his grandma's house,
Okay.
and he looks at me. He goes, "Do you want to go do some ketamine and go into a K-hole and just chill in my grandma's bed and watch cartoons?" And I said, "Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Doug." Just didn't sound like fun to me.
Once he had a grandma's bed in the equation, I got weirded out.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
I couldn't add someone's grandma and me being in a K-hole together. Like, I just felt ethically,
It's a bad time.
That's just
especially Doug's alien grandma.
Doug's grandma is a direct link to God. I personally believe that. That
She's
woman,
not human. That's all I know.
Dude, that
could be
woman
better,
is
could be worse. All I know is she's not human.
that woman is an angel, in my opinion. She's fucking.
She is. No, she really is.
Almost all grandmas
But like
are.
when I look at her, I'm just like something tells me like you're not human. You're a different species, and you're hiding in human skin.
Yeah. Whenever I think of
I see people, and I think that often. Every now and again, I look at someone. I'm like, you're not human. What's up with that?
yeah, what's
Like,
up with that? What you doing?
Yeah, like it's something just like you look into their eyes. It's like their eyes are sunken in a little too far. Like there's a gap between their eyelid and their eye almost, and
Yeah.
you're like, the fuck's that?
So my uncle owns a bar where we live, and he owns property, and he's got a good amount of money, but a bunch
Kind of cute. Hit him up.
he got bald, but
It looks good.
But he hangs out. He has a bunch of old regulars who come into the bar, like older people. And there's the one guy. He owns all the ambulance companies that work up the East Coast. So he makes
Wow.
bank.
That's big money.
Plus he owns a auto repair business, a couple other businesses. Just bought into him to make money.
Watch out for your.
Oh, my drink. Fucking. He goes down to Greengrass, which is a beach near us, and I always see him because I walk my dogs on in the morning down towards Greengrass,
My bad.
and he's walking always, and he's I asked my uncle, I was like, "Oh, what's he do?" He just walks around all town, and I saw him this morning. Oh shit! And he goes down in the morning and he prays at Greengrass. Like he prays, and
That's cool.
just for everybody else around him. He doesn't pray. I don't know if he prays for himself, but I know like my uncle's like he prays for everyone around him and everything. And
Yo, where's my? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
fuck you.
Keep going. Keep going.
And he's gonna retire. He's talking about retiring now, selling all his stuff, selling all the companies and everything, getting out of the business, moving down to Haiti, and building a hospital. And
Wow.
that's the last thing he wants to do. And my uncle goes, either he did something awful when he was younger,
Yeah.
or I'm just a real piece of shit.
I'm sorry, who are you talking about?
This guy
Some
John who goes to my
wild
uncle's
man.
bar.
Really?
He owns the ambulance companies that go from like Maine down to like us, maybe a little
Holy
bit below us.
shit.
Yeah, mad ambulance companies.
He did something weird to a homeless person while they were nodding out on heroin
Yeah,
in the
he
80s.
killed
And he
somebody.
feels real bad about it.
Yeah. He said they could never sit right again.
But what if he really is just a good person? What if he really is just not a piece of shit? He paid for our. We mentioned it before.
We
Our
never
friend.
found a lighter, did we?
Why would,
No, we
nah.
didn't.
Oh my
Why would
god.
he be a piece of shit?
Well-
I got matches.
Well, if like saying he like killed some, like my uncle was like,
Oh.
I'd be a piece of shit because like I've never done any of that.
What did he
Like,
do though? I missed it.
so he owns he owns the ambulance companies, and he wants when he retired, he owns a couple other businesses.
He doesn't know he's a piece of shit. He just figures he's a piece of shit
Yeah,
because
he-
he wants to do something real good.
Yeah.
I don't argue with that.
But
logic.
the thing with my uncle is I really fuck with my uncle because he's real old school and he's like family is
I love
the
those
most
old school
important thing.
motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
The old school motherfuckers who do it right. It's usually like Italian. Is he Italian? What is he?
Yeah, he's Sicilian.
Yeah, especially Sicilian.
Yeah.
You're
Probably
Sicilian,
did some
right?
fuck, yeah.
But like,
I'm Sicilian.
that's what I admire so much about, especially Italians. There's a lot of cultures out there who are really family orientated, but really nothing like Italians.
Dude,
Italians are crazy. Yo.
he's
Yeah,
so family.
family is
Yeah.
that's like if your family like especially see with Italians it's weird. With the women in your family, they mean more to you than your own life,
Yeah.
and it's just like a weird
Yeah.
understatement. It's
Yeah.
just something about the women in your
I-
life. I
yeah.
like the women in your family, like
It's like
they.
you want to protect them, but you want them to blossom at the same
Yeah,
time in
yep.
a way. It's you want to protect them at all costs, but
Yeah.
you want them to have the best life possible.
Yeah, like you want
yeah.
them to be above you.
Yeah,
like,
yes,
it's
for
weird.
sure.
I appreciate my uncle so
Queen
much.
bee type shit.
Yeah,
but it's
Yeah.
your blood
yeah,
in a way,
very
yeah.
queen like oriented. Like,
I
type
appreciate
feeling.
my uncle so much because he was like the only person that was like, you know how like I know you guys are like, you grew up with Ron, you grew up with your parents, like they were no nonsense motherfuckers, like they were like, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I know you didn't listen too well because you're Jared, but like you're one of the most hardworking kids I know our age when it comes to actual physical work.
Yeah.
They don't make them like you no more.
Exactly.
Basically, put it that way.
And when
I
and
know a lot of kids are still working.
I know.
yeah,
But-
I know kids who work hard
Yeah.
too, but it's a lot more that don't
Yeah.
than do.
in
And
my close vicinity, they don't make them like you anymore.
no, yeah, absolutely not. But the one thing my uncle taught, because I was on that real track to like being like a regular motherfucker that like that grew up in our age, like just like completely oblivious and everything. And this motherfucker was like, no, I'm not. And I started working for him, and he just like laid into me like no. I remember like the first year of working for this dude, like 18 years old, crying and just feeling like a pussy, like being like, wow. Why would someone say shit like this to somebody? And it's so funny being here like 23 now, and like I know it's not, I'm not much more educated, I'm much more smarter than I was back then, but I think a little bit more than I was. And it's just funny looking back on those times and being like, wow, I am so happy someone did that. I saw two twins the other day that we went to high school with. They were on the side of the road with a weed whacker. One was holding the string. One was fucking like feeding it through the weed whacker, and it kept popping out on him. I was like, I do that by myself. How are you idiots can't even do it with two people?
You just happen to pass by this situation.
Yeah.
That's geeks.
You got all.
Donald Trump is an idiot. Applause for the next 50 minutes. This is how we get famous, everyone.
What were you just talking about? I don't even remember.
Yo,
Donald
so hold
Trump.
on. Let's talk about something new. Aliens. When do you think they're coming? I know they're coming
They're
soon.
here already.
No, but I mean like to the general public.
Oh,
2021, 2022.
Nah, dude, 8 years.
8 years?
I'm thinking 2022, 2023.
What do you think it's
Think
gonna be?
We're accelerating so fucking
I want to
quick.
fuck one. That's all I know.
Alright, I respect
A
it.
blue bitch with
Oh
big
my,
titties.
dude!
A big
Even if it's
titty
one of them
blue
little
bitch.
ones, like one of them little green-eyed with a big green eye, they all look the same. Even if they're-
Alright, hold up. What if though? But ready, real shit though. What if it's like Predator?
I still have
That's
sex with
most
it.
likely.
I still
Right?
have sex with it.
Or what if it's a bunch of the aliens from Alien
See-
vs Predator?
See, I'm a big believer that aliens are already amongst us, and they have capabilities of shape-shifting into like a human form. Apparently, apparently, from what I've gathered from my conspiracy theory collection for the past fucking 8 years, is there's 1 to 3 types of alien species.
Well, they talk about
amongst
1
us.
to 12. Actually, they talk about 1 to 12 species
That's
right
the
now.
new version. That's the updated version. I refuse the update. I'm sticking with my original 3. 12 is too much.
Dude,
Too much.
12? No, there's way
12?
more than 12.
12 out of 7 point something billion people. 12 different species of an extraterrestrial.
You gotta think-
I'm not sure if I.
You got to think about
I
how
would
big
think
the
3.
universe is.
I know that the universe with planet Earth
Yo, Devin, there's a
population.
band-aid on your arm.
It's a band-aid on my
I
ass.
know,
You see that, folks?
I get it. If there is 12, I believe it, but I don't know. I just feel like that's
Think
that's
about
a
how-
little much different kinds of species to come congregate on this planet.
When
I don't
one
think we're that
galaxy-
special.
But here's
I
the
don't think we're
thing.
that special.
What if there's a whole, like, intergalactic, like, you know how we have the UN? What if there's, like, an intergalactic version of
I'm
that?
sure there is.
So here's what my theory is Earth is literally like the gas station for aliens. Like we're like an interstellar gas station. Like
You were
aliens
saying
pull
about
up.
gold, right?
Yeah,
That
like
was-
they
that
pull
was-
up. Gold
that
is
was
their
interesting
fuel.
that
They
you
get
said
it. They're
that.
out, and that's it. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
don't.
because we were talking about that. The
Yeah, the crazy.
We should
um,
make an alien podcast.
the Anunnaki.
Like, we should make an alien
We'll get
podcast
tinfoil
right after that.
hats. We'll
Oh,
fucking
yes.
get wizard wands.
Yo, we should do that.
Like
Tinfoil
coneheads.
grills and everything.
yeah.
With the hats.
Be like,
I'm making a
Alright.
tinfoil 4PF Jade.
Yo, have you ever watched the show? Not Pawn Stars, but
But Pawn Stars?
hardcore
Yes.
Pawn. That's based out of Detroit. I think
I
it's
think
Detroit.
so. Yeah. I
With
used
the
to love
guy,
that one.
He's always in the leather jacket. He's got
Yeah.
the old gray ponytail. Yo, there was this episode. This straight crackhead comes in with the VCR. It's either a VCR or like a very early DVD player. He's like, yo, this is the alien communication device right here. He's like, I talk to
Oh.
aliens on this shit all the time.
Best one.
Yeah. And the guy's like, what the fuck? Because you know how he's like always just like super intense. The
Yeah.
owner of that. So he's like, what the fuck are you trying to sell me right now? Like, this is no fucking alien. Like, he's heated about it.
You know my mom's boyfriend was on one of them pawn shows?
Really?
Yeah. It was it
Which
wasn't
one?
it wasn't I think it was like one of them like one of the alternate
That was
ones.
Pawn
you know?
Stars.
Yeah,
That's the top.
Pawn
dog.
Stars is the best one.
That's the top.
That's the
dog.
best one, right? Like with the
Chum Lee, the old man.
Yeah,
Rick,
no.
whatever.
No. Porn Stars.
Oh, I know.
But Pawn Stars, yes, that's the best one. He was on like an off-brand one where it's guys who travel to different pawn shops and
That's
buy
cool.
stuff.
That's cool.
And they came to Newport, Rhode Island. You want to know something? Fake. He was a
Yeah, for sure.
pawnbroker in Fall River, and they were doing a cast.
Broker.
Yeah, and actually, it was at Oh my God! What's one of those pawn stars or pawn stars pawn breakers in fucking Fall River? Oh
Fall
my-
River Pawnbrokers.
No, it's not Fall
motherfucker.
River Pawnbrokers. There's another one.
I know,
Cash for
it's-
gold? I don't know.
No.
I'm not kidding you. I've probably been there.
There's he worked at like one that was like a chain of pawn restaurants, pawn fucking
I've
stores.
probably
Porn
been
studios.
there to just for stupid reasons.
Yeah, to
You're
make
not.
rent.
We're
That's what he's
about
talking about.
hardcore gay porn, not pawn.
But there was a casting call and for pawn actual pawn workers at pawn stores. And, yeah, exactly.
Casting couch.
So
Yeah.
they basically had him come into a pawn store in Newport and try to sell this guy some marble, even though he did not like this marble statue thing of like this old like Newport like 17th century style piece of art.
Would want that.
Well, yeah. So the guy was like, and the guy was upset. He's like, "Oh, that's beautiful and all this stuff. I can't take it for what you want." And like, he told me after, he goes, "Yeah, it's all fake. All like I didn't work there." He was like, "I was just a pawnbroker. I saw a casting call. I was like, I want to be on TV."
Wow.
That's lit. Hey, fuck
Yeah.
it. Get your 15 minutes wherever you can,
Yeah.
right?
But don't believe none of them
Even
pawn
Pawn
shows.
Stars is so fucking scripted and shit.
Yeah, I heard like their ads like completely out of
Like
completely
Chum Lee's
fake.
meth addiction is actually scripted.
Like Jesus Christ, Duck Dynasty.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's just not natural.
yeah.
like, they're
That
not
dude would be
naturally
saying
like
the
that.
N word every other sentence.
Hardy R.
Yeah, hardy R every
I don't
other
give a fuck
sentence.
about that. Goddamn, I don't give
He'd
a fuck
be like-
about these cameras, Trump.
So all those sentences you just said, they're just they're removing one word, and that's the whole Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
And
The
it's
power of
They
that camera.
spend $2.3 million a season just removing that word.
Just audio cuts.
Yeah,
Just audio cuts.
It takes a
Whatever
ridiculous
happened
amount
to
of
those
time.
motherfuckers? Are
He
they-
said something. He said something racist.
I believe it.
Yeah, he said something racist.
I'm out of
and
the loop.
something
I don't
happened.
pay attention.
That's not something where I'd go, what? I'd be like, yeah, no, that's
It makes
accurate,
sense.
Like, do
yeah.
you see them?
It's like when Manny Pacquiao is from the Philippines, and it's like the Philippines is women travel to the United States, make money, and send back to their husbands. It's like I don't know if it's the one country like that. I don't want to say that,
Really? I don't know.
but yeah, the
That's
women go and make money, just doing regular jobs and send it back to the men. Manny
That's pretty
Pacquiao
cool.
took that country back with his fist for
Dude,
the men.
he. I was just listening.
What do you mean?
To,
That sounded pretty cool at first.
Yeah, but
Well-
he was like, all these men were like emasculated, I guess, and everything. And look, I don't give a fuck about any of this. I don't know what I'm
Dude,
talking
he-
about. Don't
he-
get mad at me. But he apparently
I'm
he
just
took
saying, baby, take care of me.
he was like the first like real man to like make mainstream popularity as like the strong
Yeah.
he had like 3 different apartment. I just literally learned about. I was listening to this as I was coming to pick you up today.
Yeah,
So
I don't got a car, people. I'm a loser.
fucking they were talking about Manny Pacquiao owning 3 different apartment buildings, and there was between the 3 different apartment buildings there was like hundreds and hundreds of fucking Filipino people just living together. Like, they like to be together. They feed
Yeah.
off each other like that, but they like to be close family together like that type of shit. But yeah, Manny Pacquiao owned these 3 buildings. He was like, live there.
He's
Fuck it.
Here's the fucked up thing they did to Manny Pacquiao. He got this Nike shoe deal, right? Nike shoe deal. And they asked him what his thoughts on gay marriages. And the Philippines is like a Christian country, I'm pretty sure. But I know Manny Pacquiao
Not
actually
America.
he's very Catholic Christian views.
Basically, it's not America.
You know what he did? He compared them to barnyard animals. and like roasted gay people. And they took a shoe deal from him.
Nike asked him that?
No, like an interview, just probably
and
ESPN
then
or something,
through
like an
the-
interview,
yeah.
like a random sports interviewer, and Nike took
Wow.
his shoe deal away from him. It's like he's a dude, a Christian guy from the Philippines. What the fuck
They
do you
knew-
think he's gonna say?
Nah, they knew what the fuck they were asking him. Like
That was someone
shit
praying
like
on his
that.
downfall.
Shit like that. Like, they know what they're asking.
We don't
Obviously,
care
he's
what he
fucking-
thinks.
yeah.
I just want to see him murder a
Right.
guy live
He's
on
a
TV.
fighter. It
So,
doesn't
but
matter
then
what the fuck he
here's
thinks
but
about
here's
that
the
shit.
other side of the argument is, so what do you care about his shoe deal? If all you want to do is see him fight.
Exactly. I don't care about the shoe deal
Well,
either.
it's-
I do want to just see him, but I don't care you get a shoe deal taken away from
I
him.
don't care about a shoe deal, but if he gets if he's this fucking kid from the Philippines, makes his way through and ends up being in the top spot of the UFC, like, you know what I mean?
He's a boxer.
I mean, I was gonna say that.
In the NHL.
I was gonna say like top. For some reason, I just
He
correlated
was
that.
supposed to box Conor McGregor. Like, they
Well,
did sign that
yeah.
deal. Or they were
I-
supposed to do
For
that.
some reason, I correlated McGregor and Floyd, and then I correlated fucking Pacquiao and Floyd. But yeah, boxing.
easy
He
to
makes
get
it
it
to the top of the
confused.
boxing fucking realm, basically. You know what I mean? And like, he gets a shoe deal. Of course, he's gonna get a fucking deal from somewhere. You know what I mean? But then I don't know. It's like, yeah, that's his business. That's his
Other
business
side.
venture. You know. That's his business deal. That's what he worked up to that, and like, he wants to give him fucking $400 million or some shit. Like, it's probably dead. But like, why the fuck not? Like, I don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. Like,
I
if
just
he
wanna
wants
see
to
him
make
beat
his
people
own
up.
money, for sure, make his own fucking money.
I personally, when it comes to things like that, see, when you sign contracts and stuff like that, that's when I'm like, well, you're kind of you're
Yeah.
subjugated to act and
But he's
like,
fucking
be a
straight from the
certain way.
Philippines. He doesn't he probably doesn't understand that shit in the American realm. You know?
I mean, he probably 100% doesn't understand what that's
the fuck is that? Oh shit.
Well,
It's
Yeah,
for Jared's
dead ass.
leftovers, kid.
Dead ass kid. What?
You
Put
gotta
that
cut,
in the
you gotta
bomb,
cut
son.
that camera for that one. That was perfect.
I was like, what are you smoking on? There?
I seen it still smoking. I said, "Oh, Beefy's an idiot, bro." A little backstory for you all. Beefy leaves the roaches for Jared to smoke.
It's
Because
literally like my fucking life.
Jared's either
Part
too
of my
broke
life.
or too lazy to go buy weed.
No, it's just broke. It's
Both.
it's the
Oh my
broke
God.
part, ladies.
And to anyone listening, I'm looking for my 4'11 or Asian queen.
Or
4'11.
or
I'll
Or
take,
what-
a, I'll take a black chick. I would always. You know how much ebony porn I watch?
hold on. But
Give me
back to
the
the
phone right now.
4'11 or 8. What if she is 4'11 and Asian? You said or, but not.
I'll come on the spot. I'll come.
Oh, okay.
When I meet her. I actually wouldn't have a chance with her because she'd be like, "Did you piss your pants?" And I'd be like, "I don't think you want to know what that stain is."
I fucked up a lot of this roast. Son.
You are an idiot. Dude, I was smoking that roach, and he just. I have weed. Like, we could smoke weed out of the bong, and he still unrolled the roach. This might be the best one. This might be the best one yet.
He said, "You are an idiot."
We're getting drunk for every one of these now.
Oh my Christ.
Alright, let's just reset both. Just reset.
Yeah. Actually, yours should be good for a while.
Oh, wait, is it easier for you if I reset it or not?
Got my jewel still?
Alright, then I won't. Yeah, I still do.
Charge it probably.
Yeah,
Huh?
fucking. I'm charging mine. Mine's dead.
Oh,
Ow! I keep hitting my damn elbow. Wait,
Can I hit yours when mine's charging?
Mine's charging.
When mine's charging because it's almost dead, can I hit yours? It's charged.
Yeah.
I'm charging the whole thing.
I can't wait for.
Where's the torch? You got the torch?
For the 15,
Oh my
for the
God.
15 people that are listening to this now, just wait until it's 15,000. You can go rewatch this
Yo,
episode.
15's a stretch. I think we have like 2 views on there's 3 of us and there's like 2 views on the last one. Really good.
Oh my god, nothing would be better if they can come back and watch this later.
Yo, I really hope one day that we do, if we do get like a lot of streams off this, like just thousands and thousands of people are watching and they go back and just listen to us and they're like, oh my god, they really are idiots.
Listen, we'll get smart people on
I'm
this
sure
when we
we're
can.
gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, I really do want to. So I do have. We'll talk. Remind me when this is over. I do have a couple ideas. Someone who's actually even brought it up to me, which would be kind of an interesting one. But especially because the mobility of our of what we can do here, all we require is a table and chairs. That's all we require.
We can do this at Burrs Hill.
And well, no, we
We
need
should
a source
do
of
it.
power. We need
Oh
a source
my
of
God.
power until we get that microphone.
Band shell.
The band shell, if it's on.
Yeah.
We
Either
need
that
to
or
record.
Although that's not on anymore.
Backup
Okay.
generator.
But real quick, we need to record an episode in the band shell. Like, before we die,
That would be
that
cool.
has to
Yeah.
happen.
We'll figure it out
Either
one day.
that or on the if we
Let's,
can get a real long extension cord and
Yeah, you don't
record
want to
it.
hit that.
I feel like we could
Why?
record it on
It's
the
cocked.
Oh.
Oh no, you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta fucking collapse along to hit that thing. I'm gonna message my Tinder girl back.
I hope.
I forgot to do that. I'm gonna tell her. I'm
What's her
messaging
name?
you live on a podcast right
Yeah,
Yeah,
now.
what's her name? Address her.
Let me tell you.
No.
Izzy.
Oh.
Her name's Izzy. So it's.
Where is she from?
We're
I don't know where she's from.
We're in
She
a
goes
real-
to URI.
We're
which
in a
is-
real small state. We could find her.
Jared. How many times a day do you think? All right. How many times a week do you masturbate? Real question, both of you.
Right now, in the past like 2 month span,
Yeah. Go ahead. I
I
want
know-
recent
I
numbers.
know my-
yeah,
maybe
know.
like
Answer.
3 times a week.
That's it.
Wow,
Yep.
really?
That's
I've,
low.
I've been feeling weird lately. I don't
Really?
know, like
That's
I've been
strange.
feeling like less sexually
Driven.
driven and more just what the fuck I want to do with my life.
I'm
You
gonna
know what
wait
I mean?
Understandable.
It's been a weird shift of ratio. As if you asked me like 4 months ago, like 4 to 6 months ago, I'd be like 5, 6 maybe. You know what I mean? Like not that much.
That's an alright number.
Mm,
I can
yeah.
I can respect it.
I've been very
Not too
conscious.
Oh
of-
yeah, I keep forgetting.
No,
Sorry.
you're good.
Over the past couple of years, this is gonna sound weird as fuck because I don't like talk about it with anybody, but it's
No,
just,
this
like
is
a
where we
thing.
talk about it
Yeah.
now.
We're talking
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
We're putting it on
yeah.
YouTube
I
for
don't give a
everyone else to listen.
I don't give a fuck. Like in the past couple of years, like there's a point in my life where like I would do like I wouldn't say like on a 7-day basis. It's not like this, but on like a common day basis, maybe like twice a day. You know what I mean? Like a couple of times. Like if I was not doing, I live by myself. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So like
couple times a day is
freedom.
respectable.
I got freedom. You know what I mean?
Throw that out there. You guys like.
I got the privacy to do it, but I mean. But I don't know. I just feel like there's a weird mental connection between just how easy it is just to bang one out and fucking. You know what I mean? Or as opposed to like, do I need to do that right now? Like, do I really need to?
No. Here's
right
the thing: you do. You have to jerk off before every major life decision you make.
I make not the conscious decision, but when it just so happens to line up where it's like, damn, I kind of want to fucking bang one out right now, but I got something to do. I think about it in my head, and I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna help me in my future endeavor I'm about to go, and I'll be a little bit more relaxed, so I'll bang it out. But like lately, I don't know. I feel like I go through phases maybe where it's like I'll just not overdo it. I'm not a chronic fucking masturbator. Like, I just picture like a fucking. I'm really not because
you guys are gonna be disgusting.
Maybe when I was like.
I can't wait to hear it.
When I was maybe like 9.
I was hoping I was hopefully I'm not the sicko of the group. Jared said his, I was like, fuck, I'm the sicko of the group.
Here's the thing, I was gonna lie
like
and make
13.
Beefy the sicko, and then I thought about it and I was gonna make Beefy the sicko of this, and then I thought about it and I was like, no, I'm gonna tell the truth.
No.
I'm gonna tell
because
the truth.
I go through weird
Tell the
phases,
truth out here.
But,
oh, my bad.
Like,
trying to
from
play
like,
footsie. Beefy's trying to play footsies with me under here. He's gay. He likes dick in his ass.
I was trying to play footsies.
You watch me stick my dick in his ass, and I'm gonna do it after this.
Oh.
You dumb son of a bitch.
Not him, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, so on. Devin, what's your numbers?
No. You gotta drop yours first, because I definitely have the most numbers.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
Oh, go ahead.
If you asked me from the time when I was like 11 to like 19, it'd probably be like a way more frequent number. Like I was like, damn, this is cool. I could just like do this, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's just the influence of hearing more people talk about it. Like, I forget who the fuck it was. They were talking about it on a podcast, and I was like, huh, like that's kind of like along the lines of what I've been thinking for like a year or two, like a year and a half maybe. Like I feel like there's a direct relation between masturbating and just the like that button, like the
masturbating
like the
definitely isn't the
serotonin
best thing.
button. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
it's bad for
the
you.
Quick fix, easy.
I think as long as you're, it's a
button.
mental thing.
You have to listen to like Theo Vaughn really hits on the aspect of why it's not good.
That's
like
I'm not
it's
saying
not
that's
good
who
for
it was
you.
on the church. He talked about it on the
Yeah,
church.
he talks about it on his own podcast.
I watch his. I
I
follow him on Instagram, so I watch his clips.
You gotta watch his podcast.
I don't invest in
dude.
his full
I've
podcast.
watched it. Sometimes
He
it's
did
fun.
one recently. He goes, "A man recently called me the N word."
That was
He
hilarious.
was a black
That
man.
was funny.
It's just-
But hold on,
That
don't get
was
off
so
topic. Oh wait.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you go
Yeah,
first.
Alright, in a span of 7
Expose
days.
yourself. He has a girlfriend too. Me and Jared don't. All right.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with it. 7 days on average, 7 times.
Like once a day.
Well, sometimes I'd miss it, but the next day I'd be like, I could get away with 2 today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but here's my
there's
thing:
one
is
day
like,
where I'm like, I just don't do.
I don't make it like some like I just do it. I beat my shit half to death,
Little
I'm
messenger
done.
a second ago.
and I'm good. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I don't really see it really as a bad thing. Sometimes just like I feel better after. I feel more relaxed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess it's a mental thing.
No,
Like,
for
I'm
sure.
not really thinking about like a whole like sexual thing. I think it purely like just like I'm just gonna get a nut off.
All right, so for me,
That's
I
it.
feel like it's because it's a.
But hold on, we gotta get one more person's numbers out
Well,
here.
I was just gonna say because.
Hold on, look, we
Alright.
need them. We need
All
them.
right.
All right.
Go.
So my numbers on a bad day, 2 times a day.
Okay.
So 14 times total. On a good day,
Like 4,
I like the way you're crunching these numbers.
3
I
times.
like.
3. Okay.
So
What do you mean a good
3
day?
like if I'm like
good
I wake
day.
up and I'm just
You
What
like
don't-
distinguishes a good day from a bad day?
You don't have any days where you're like, you just
I
like.
consider a day that I don't
I've definitely
masturbate
had
a
days
good
where
day.
I could definitely pull out like 4 or 5 if I really went in.
Yeah, this is
But
where
then there are days where it's like if I got 1, I'm like, damn, that's tough.
yeah.
This is where I differ because I feel like the days I don't masturbate is a better day than the
Yes.
then if there was a day that I did like 3 times a day.
See, but you're on the right path. Me and Beefy are not. That is the right path to be on, folks.
I've never heard that in my life.
That is the right
It's the
path
first
to be
time
on.
I've ever heard that in my life.
I-
Especially from you.
So here's the thing. Like, dude, if I'm like when I used to spend like where we're filming right now is Jared's apartment. I used to spend like maybe 3 days here at a time.
Don't tell me you masturbated.
No. I'd never come here and masturbate. That's a problem. I go
I'll
home.
fucking slip.
I go home and crank one out. Like crank 6 out. Like,
Doesn't even close out the tab. Keeps it open.
He's like,
I get the tag.
"Oh, that was a
tab's
good
still
one."
open.
He said that was a good one. I'm doing that again.
For some reason, I thought of him explaining that as like a bar tab. Like he doesn't even close his tab. Just like, I might jerk off one more time.
I just meant your web browser.
That too. But yeah, no, on on a bad day 2 times a day, on a good day 3 times a day, on a really good day 5 times, no doubt. But here's the thing. All right, so I got a question to ask everyone,
All right.
and this is like, so like I asked my very like my to the T like my best friend this, which is my friend Brandon. We talked about who had cancer on the podcast, and fucking he said like I asked him this question. It's the only person I've ever asked. Now I'm gonna ask you guys. Has there ever... I have a real problem. I had chlamydia before, but this started happening before the chlamydia, so I'm kind of scared. Do you guys ever, like, jerk off, and, like, if you don't completely clean out the tip of your dick, like, it starts to burn, like, 10 minutes later? Like, really bad?
Burn?
Yeah, this is, like, a legitimate medical problem I'm asking you guys that I have sometimes.
I mean...
Like, it
never-
burns for, like, 30 minutes. Like, 30 to 40 minutes. And you're like, whoa.
No.
Dude, I gotta call somebody.
Yeah. Are you serious?
I'm telling the absolute truth.
Yeah, bro. Before the clam. Before the...
Well, here's the thing. You climax, like, you ejaculate, and then you're like, I'll clean myself up, I'll clean all this stuff. But then sometimes if there's a little glue left in the top...
Ah, man.
It's like
I don't know.
it's just like a burn.
I wish I could be like, yeah, so you might not have
Dude,
a problem. but
I
you
feel
might.
terrible right now. Here's the funniest thing.
Wait a second. You got chlamydia like a long time ago.
Yeah, it happened before that. Because I'm gonna tell a funnier story. Because it happened one time. All right, so I've dated 2 girls in my life. I've had sex with 2 girls in my life. It's a sad story. All right.
It's okay, you're gonna bump those numbers up.
So
You got this.
So the second girl I had sex with gave me chlamydia. I feel bad even telling this because this is gonna be this is like the kick, like this is the punchline to my stand-up joke. I feel terrible even telling this on the
We'll figure it
podcast.
out later.
But so the first girl I was having sex, second girl gave me chlamydia. I took 2 pills. Apparently it was gone. I still haven't gotten tested, so I don't know. She told me that you have to swab the inside of your dick, so I don't want to do it.
No.
I don't want to do it.
No, you don't gotta do that shit. What's on the inside of your dick can come out. You know what I mean? No, fuck that. Fuck that. Swab what comes out of your dick. Don't swab the inside of your dick. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Right?
No, you're so right. You're so right. You're so right about everything. You've never been wrong. Oh my god.
What? Take that.
Dude, I'm definitely calling out of work tomorrow. That just clicked with me. I'm calling out of work tomorrow. I'm drinking all night with you. Oh my god, that was amazing.
And then you're calling a doctor in the
Oh
morning.
my god, I'm literally like my mom said that I have a dentist appointment soon. I'm using that. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna tell them that I had to go to the dentist, and then I'm gonna be like, they told me I couldn't. it was next week. I'm gonna just lie. Oh my god, that was amazing. After that, we gotta hang out all night. That was awesome. Restart real quick. Oh my god.
You don't need to.
Alright, yeah, no, I'm good. I just wanted to make sure. Just had to check.
No, you're good.
That was amazing. Alright, so no, what was I gonna say? So, alright, yeah. So I got chlamydia. I got chlamydia, like a year before, or so I had a relationship, with one girl, and then I got chlamydia with the next girl. The first girl, right? So me and her having sex one time, and I'm not gonna lie. I started jerking off. Like when when did you start jerking off?
Like,
It's
just
pretty fucking early. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. What time? All right. Then wait. Give me your answer first, then.
Like 12.
What are you in 6th grade?
Like
I was like 10. I was 9 when I entered 6th grade, and I turned 10. Like 2 months after 6th grade, so I was probably 10.
okay, yeah, when I was in 6th grade too, and I don't remember how old I was in 6th grade. I was 12 when I think I left.
You're probably.
I was like
'Cause I'm
10.
like-
No, you were
young.
13, turning 14 when you left middle school.
Okay, so I
I'm
was
young
like-
for my fucking grade.
so
I
was
remember
like,
coming.
I
to
am too.
Real quick, I just remember coming to school the day, because the first time I ever masturbated was like late at night, like before school. I'm like, and then after that I was like, what the
This is a
fuck
good
just
action
I was like, what just happened? You know?
This might
And
go in
then
the archive. We might have to just put this episode
This
in
is-
an
and
archive
then
somewhere for
This is the
And then
first
I go to
archived
school,
episode.
and
yeah.
And I go to school, I'm like, does everyone else do this shit? Like I'm sitting
Oh yeah,
in
no,
fucking
it checks
Mr.
out.
I'm sitting in Mr. Woodrick's history class.
You got a
And I'm
boner?
like, I'm just thinking like I was thinking about what just happened.
He got a
you know?
60%er.
Wait, did you? Wait, I'm sorry, I spaced out. Did you tell me you just jerked off in school? Is that what you told me?
No, I said I jerked off for the first time ever at my house late at night.
And you were thinking about it the next day?
I was thinking about it in school. Like, what the fuck
Dude,
did I just
you're
do?
ahead of your time. I was not thinking about shit I was doing the day before the next day. I was not thinking that. I was
What?
just doing
I
shit.
was like, does everyone else do this shit? Am I weird?
No,
I was
no.
thinking I'm like weird for
All right.
doing that.
All right, so what year? So, all right, no, actually, I'm not gonna ask you the question. So you said like, all right, so you said around the same time, right? 4th grade, like
6th grade.
halfway through 4th grade for me. Halfway through 4th grade for me.
Okay.
I made a really
understandable.
Understandable. I ruined the podcast earlier by dropping a name that we have to cut out now. But I won't do it this time. It was a kid that we know who was younger than me and you.
Okay.
Jared's a year older than us. He was a grade younger than me and you. Yeah, maybe two. A grade younger or 2 years younger. But I think a grade younger.
The
Okay.
lost episode.
What
This
grade
is
was it? Wasn't him, but what grade was Daniel Borges in? He was a grade under us, right?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, that was a funny ass.
That kid was funny,
Yeah,
bro.
he
That
was.
kid
He was
was
like one under.
I
us.
grew up with him.
That
Like
kid
he
was
went to my daycare.
Funny.
He
kid.
was-
That kid was Gabriel.
His mom.
Iglesias
Guess what
kid.
what his mom's name is? Olga.
Tanya.
Oh, God.
Yo, that kid is Gabriel Iglesias. Don't tell me he's not.
Dude, I pulled up.
He's not.
I pulled up. Well, me and Brandon. B-Mac is his short name. Brandon is his actual name.
B-Mac Goat.
Me and Brandon pulled up to B-Mac Goat. Follow him on Instagram. Or B-Mac RI is now his Twitter name. But we pulled up to Duncan,
Right.
and this kid
Brandon,
Tanyo.
change it back.
Yeah.
Change it back.
B-Mac sucks.
Change
But
it back.
this kid Tanyo was just making fat jokes about himself at the window, bro. Like, and then didn't even charge Brandon for the coffee. Dunkin' Donuts, fire it.
What?
Yeah, I swear to God, bro. He's making
For
fat
this?
jokes about himself.
For this situation?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Amazing, dude.
Wait. I'm so lost. Wait, what do you mean for what situation?
For this situation you're talking about.
Yeah.
He got fired for that?
No, he didn't get fired
Oh.
for that. No.
thought
I
you said he
say,
got
fired.
I was
Yeah.
telling Dunkin' Donuts to fire him because he saw he
Oh.
had given coffees for free.
I thought you said
Yo,
they fired him
don't
for this
snitch
shit.
out here.
Like someone was observing him doing this shit. It was like, you gotta get rid of this
Dude.
kid.
They gotta get rid of him. No, I don't think he works there anymore. I think he has a life now. But
But I
no,
think
Daniel was dope. I love Daniel to the day I die. But yeah, he was in our grade. And he taught me about porn when he was in 3rd grade, and I was in 4th grade.
You know who taught me about porn? On fucking, like, they didn't do it willingly, but it was their fault. My parents.
huh.
Oh, really?
Yo,
Okay.
I found some shit when I was like dumb young, and I'm like, oh
Titties.
shit, straight up titties,
Yo.
like straight up.
That was the best sight. The first time I saw titties, I was like, I want to see
But my parents
these
are a little
forever.
bit
Yeah.
older, so it was like 80s.
Yeah.
Titties. Fake as fuck. Big big fucking Farrah Fawcett hair.
Ron's like titties that he wants, like a 20-year-old Ron titty that he likes.
Straight up big fake titties. But I hate fake tits, so I'm like.
Yeah, fake tits bother
So
me.
that didn't really affect
I love
my
all
shit.
titties.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
can
not that I
agree with
hate fake tits. I just do not prefer fake tits.
Mm.
I've seen fake tits that are fucking tremendous.
Mm.
Like real life fake tits that literally I'm like, yeah, obviously you got a tit
Oh,
job,
I
but
wish-
like it's
I wish-
not Pamela Anderson fucking big ass.
I wish we had
space
like
between.
bleep whenever we want capabilities. I just start dropping names.
I mean, fuck it. With
I'm
this
saying
shit,
I
we
work
gotta
with
end
this
this anyway.
bitch.
It's over an hour now.
This is amazing. We should go forever.
But well, first archives file. If anybody ever
This
sees
is the last
this,
episode.
yeah, if anybody ever sees this, that means either one of us is dead and they're using this for evidence, or we edited the fuck out of this.
It's staying all up. I'm making them keep it up, except for the part where I talked about the twins, because I feel like I talked a lot of shit about them, and I actually do like them.
You're
They're
right,
not
dude.
bad. They're
and
not
for
bad
the
at all.
part
We
where
didn't
I'm
talk
gonna
shit
show
about
my
them.
balls in a second.
Yeah.
Do the zipper. He's gonna do it, isn't he?
He might.
He's definitely doing it.
Tucking my dick back.
You're gonna stretch your dick around the balls? I mean the balls around the dick.
Beefy, you gotta edit around my balls, so I really pulled them out.
No, that's a podcast.
That's
Dude,
why I'm saying if,
I'm-
if this ever goes up, it's because we're all dead.
No, you
No, I was
almost-
just saying, imagine we go from episode 1 to 2
Oh.
to 3,
I
and
gotta
they're
piss
all
so
in the
bad.
same realm, but then we just drop